Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. Today is July 12th, 2021, and Major League Baseball's All-Star Week festivities have officially begun. For the first time since 2019, we have a Midsummer Classic, with tonight being the Home Run Derby, followed up by the All-Star Game tomorrow evening. Our 8 participants competing at Coors Field tonight for the Home Run Derby crown are Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, Salvador Perez, Pete Alonso, Joey Gallo, Trevor Story, Matt Olson, and Trey Mancini. We are packed with a lot of talent. It's going to be a phenomenal show. And with just minutes before the Derby kicks off, let's go ahead and take a look at my bracket. So as you can see on screen right now, I have 2 brackets, one that will be filled out as we go along, and as this derby continues, I'll be able to fill out throughout the way who advances, who does not necessarily make it to the next round. The other is a completed bracket, and those are my predictions. So we have what I think is actually looking pretty accurate right now. Hello to everyone in the chat, in the stream. Thank you for joining me today. I feel really confident with a lot of my picks here for this Home Run Derby live stream. Guys, let me know in the chat right now who you have winning it all tonight. We've got some great contestants, some great options, but as you can see at the very end, I'm going with Shohei Ohtani. He is my pick to win it all. I think it's, again, very possible, very realistic, but let me take you through each and every round. So between the 1st and 8th seed, we have Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto. Now, I think this is going to be a great matchup. 2 lefties who can absolutely mash the baseball. Ohtani and Soto, both young. They're newer to the league, but Shohei Ohtani has broken out this year on both sides of the baseball. We knew he was good before 2021, but now this year, his numbers are video game like. So we got Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto. I'm going with Ohtani to advance, so he is my pick in that seed. And then now for Salvador Perez and Pete Alonso, this is a good one. I like this. Salvador Perez, Pete Alonso, 2 righties with a lot of power, but you have the 2019 reigning Home Run Derby champion in Pete Alonso, the New York Mets first baseman. I think he's going to go ahead and take it home today in that seed. He might not necessarily win it all, but I do think he will advance to that second round, the semifinals, and he'll eventually face off against Showtime. So again, on the left side, the 1st and 8th seed, I have Ohtani advancing, and then Perez and Alonso between 4 and 5. I do have Pete Alonso making his way to the second round. And now we head to Joey Gallo and Trevor Story. Trevor Story, this is his home ballpark, at least for right now. The trade deadline is approaching. He's going to be a free agent soon. But with Joey Gallo, Trevor Story, I'm going to go with the left-handed power bat of Joey Gallo coming out of Texas on behalf of the Rangers organization. I like Joey Gallo for this pick. When Trevor Story got announced, that was kind of like a homegrown thing to me, like how Bryce Harper ended up winning the Derby with Washington, in Washington. That's kind of what I felt like this pick was, this invitation was Trevor Story. I don't think he's anyone's favorite in particular to go ahead and win tonight. So Gallo, Story, I have Gallo advancing. And then finally, between Matt Olson and Trey Mancini, this is a round I'm very excited for. Ohtani and Soto is going to be great. If Ohtani and Alonso do indeed advance, that's going to be a really fun round. But Olson and Mancini, I want to see Trey Mancini absolutely go off in Coors Field tonight. But between the two, I do think Matt Olson will go ahead and advance. So it'll be Joey Gallo and Matt Olson facing off in the semifinals. One will make it to the final round. Let's go ahead and take a look at those picks for me here. So again, just who I have going to the semifinals tonight. We got Ohtani, Alonso, Gallo, and Olson. Now we move on to the final round. Shohei Ohtani, Joey Gallo. This is going to be a fun one. That's who I have going on to that last round, the biggest stage of tonight's home run derby. How did we get there? Obviously, Showtime. I do think we'll go ahead and beat out Polar Bear. And then we have Joey Gallo, Matt Olson. Now, this is a pick I was really contemplating because I can easily see Matt Olson making his way to that final round to face off against either of Ohtani, Soto, Perez, and Alonso. Matt Olson's got a lot of power to him, much like a lot of his other contestants here, but something about Joey Gallo, I just felt like that was the right decision. It was my gut. I'm going with my instincts there, so I have it to the end. And of the two, you just have to go with Shohei Ohtani to win this home run derby. And that is my pick, Shohei Ohtani, to win it all in the final round against Joey Gallo. Now, we just have to hope none of these guys get tired through the end because I want to see a lot of home runs, as I'm sure all of you do tonight. We're expected to see multitudes of home runs from each of these guys in each and every round, and they're not going to be mere, 360 feet, 370 feet. These balls are going to absolutely fly in Coors Field. We're going to see a great show this evening. Hello to everyone in the chat, in the stream. Thank you for joining me here today. Drop your predictions for tonight's home run derby. Who do you guys have winning it all? I see Shohei Ohtani in the chat. I see Pete Alonso. This is going to be fun, and I'm so excited to take you all through this and experience this home run derby with you all. It does start within the next few minutes. Right now, the stage is set. All 8 contestants are on a little stage at the pitcher's mound in Coors. So we should be underway within 5-10 minutes or so. I would think. Ohtani, Soto, Perez, Alonso, Gallo, Story, Olson, and Mancini. This is going to be a fun one, and it's going to be one for the books. A lot of power. 2019, Pete Alonso pulled off a great feat against Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who set a record for most home runs in a single home run derby. Alonso won it all in 19. He's the reigning champ, looking to go ahead and take home the crown. 2 home run derbies in a row. So unfortunately, I cannot show the derby because it is going to be copyright restrictions, but I will be taking you through. Trust me, I will be getting very excited with each and every home run ball that is hit. I'll tell you guys the distance as long as I can see it. I'll tell you where it's going, how far back it's going, everything I can give you. The color commentary is going to be big for this one. So I won't be sharing the screen, but my audio will be on the entire time. I'm going to go ahead and put the bracket up. You guys can see it on your screen right now. I'll be filling in the bracket as guys advance, as guys get eliminated. It will be in completely live time. As a Mets fan, we see someone thinking Soto's going to win. All very viable and very possible options. There's a few guys who you think can really go ahead and win it and a few favorites. Like if you look at each seed, you think Ohtani would probably beat Soto, Alonso would most likely beat Salvador Perez, you think Gallo would beat Story, and Olson would beat Mancini. Like, I feel like those are kind of easy there, but at the same time, we could see an upset and a shock at any given moment in any given round. Shohei Ohtani for the win. Who else has Shohei winning? All right. Yeah, guys, drop all of your predictions in the chat. Let's see some really cool distance predictions. Who you think's gonna hit the furthest home run? How far you think it's gonna be? Anything you've got for tonight's event, let me know in the chat. Furthest home run, can we see something go maybe 550? 525, 530. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the chat, in the comments. Guys, thank you all for joining me here today. The Home Run Derby will be starting in just, hopefully, a few minutes. And it's going to be a fun one. I have facts for you. I have stats. We've got just such a great event lined up for this evening. We've got someone saying Trevor Story. Gallo's taking it home. Pete Alonso's going to win. We've got some distance predictions. And honestly, I do want to highlight this chat right here, this specific comment. people are definitely sleeping on Matt Olson. I think he is coming into this extremely underrated. He isn't necessarily a Shohei Ohtani. He's not a Juan Soto. He's been in the league for a couple years. He's really good with Oakland, and he's got the power. But I don't think people are putting enough respect on his name entering tonight. He's going to light it up. A lot of people are. It's going to be so much fun. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here, so if I don't get to you right away, I do apologize. So we got, again, Trevor's story predictions. We got someone saying Pete Alonso. All right. 100 home runs on Trevor's story. That's going to be interesting. If he can do that, he beats Vladdy Guerrero Jr.'s 91 from 2019. So goodness, this is a lot of fun here because we have such great talent in this home run derby, and it makes up for last year us not having anything in the Midsummer Classic. Right? Obviously, with COVID last season, we didn't even get the year to begin, the 60 games to start until July 23rd. And July 24th for some teams. So right now, having a home run derby on July 12th, having an all-star game on July 13th, this normal season, it's so much fun. And yeah, the home run derby we all definitely missed. This is something that I look forward to every season, and I much anticipate every single year. And to see some of the top performers in the league, some of the 8 best hitters come together and compete head-to-head like this, it's something that I know all fans love. So right now, having this home run derby, the first since 2019 when Pete Alonso won it, it feels really good. So again, I'm not going to stream it. I can't show the screen for copyright reasons, but I will be doing color commentary. So as soon as the ball is hit, I'm going to have up on the screen who's hitting when, who we've got going up. The bracket that is empty on your screen will be filled out in live time. So as people advance, I will be putting their faces in their respective rectangles, getting them in the semifinals, the finals, and the champion at the very end. So here we are. Here we are. Mancini and Ohtani. Yeah, I like it. Trey Mancini, that's a story we are going to talk about when he steps up to hit. Because he's another one where I think people are kind of underestimating his abilities in this. He is the underdog. He's very much the underdog in today's event. I think him and Trevor's story kind of have like the least popularity on their names, like to win it tonight. But it's going to be a fun one. And I really want to see Mancini do well. I want to see someone shock us. Like, I want my bracket to be right, of course. But if I get maybe, Mancini beating out Olson, or Story beating Gallo, or, even Salvador Perez, like, anyone who I don't have advancing, if they advance, I'd be happy. Because, yeah, my bracket's wrong, but at the same time, like, I want to see someone go out there and really shake things up. Because for me, I feel like I chose the easy picks in a lot of cases. So let's see something crazy. So we got some predictions in the chat here. Olson beats Mancini, Gallo beats Story, Alonso beats Perez, Ohtani beats Soto. So I'm right there with you on that. Olson over Gallo, Ohtani over Ohtani, and the longest home run at 517 as per Joey Gallo. I really like those right there. Again, there's really no wrong answer for these predictions. So many great options. And all of them are really possible. Anyone to win this would be great here tonight. So I do believe we are just moments away from the start of the Derby. And I apologize if there are any technical difficulties here, if we're lagging a little bit. It's the first time live streaming since April. Guys, this is a big comeback for me here on YouTube. If you're not familiar with my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan, you clicked on this stream, on this video right now. But I've been doing YouTube since 2018, covering all Major League Baseball news, highlights, and just fun, quirky sides of the sport. This year, towards the end a little bit with virtual learning and getting back into work, I do work for a baseball team, so as things were kind of picking up, YouTube got pushed to the side, but we're back. The second half of the year is going to be a lot of fun. For me here on the channel, I have a lot coming at you guys. We're going to see a lot more live streams, broadcasting, live streaming games, mostly Yankees and Mets, but you will see big events like the Home Run Derby, as we're seeing tonight, and the All-Star Game on the channel. So again, I do apologize if there's a lag. We're going to hope to get that cleared up by the time the Derby begins. And let's take it to the numbers here. Let's take a look at the numbers entering the Home Run Derby, because I read today something very interesting. The Home Run Derby participant with the highest first half home run exit velocity continuously makes the finals in this event. What that means is right now, Shohei Ohtani, he doesn't just lead Major League Baseball in home runs through the first half of the season, but he also leads in exit velocity through the first half of the season. His exit velo is 109.6. And in 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19, the top participant with highest exit velocity made it to the final round. In 2015, Jock Peterson had an average exit velo of 106.4. He was a finalist. In 2016, Stanton, his exit velo in the first half was 109.9. He won the Derby, and it was the highest of the 8 participants. In 2017, Judge also won the Derby with a high exit velo of 110.6. In 2018, Kyle Schwarber made it to the end, but he was runner-up. He was a finalist in that 2018 event. His exit velo was 107.4. And Pete Alonso in 2019, of course, won the Home Run Derby, 108.2 exit velo in the first half. So as the trend goes, the last 5 Home Run Derbies, the participant to have the highest exit velo in the first half makes it to the end. And if that is the case, Shohei Ohtani is almost guaranteed a spot in the finals here in 2021. So Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto are the 1 and 8 seeds. It's going to be a fun matchup to begin with. Who will make it? Right now, again, the analytics look like Shohei Ohtani might have the upper hand, but we'll just have to wait and see. Guys, Trey Mancini is stepping in. We're looking at the Home Run Derby here. Things are kicking off, underway, and the 3 minutes for Trey Mancini have begun. The first pitch he takes. And if you guys are unfamiliar with how this works, essentially, the hitter gets 3 minutes to go ahead and hit as many home runs as possible. 17 seconds in, he is yet to hit his first home run. The ball has to land before the pitcher throws another. Mancini is on the board. He's got 1. He's got 2 home runs. That one's hit out to center field. It won't be enough. So Trey Mancini is facing off against Matt Olson. Still 2 home runs. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remain for the O's utility man. 2 home runs still. He's going to ground out to left field, and he calls timeout. So 53 seconds in, 2 home runs for Trey Mancini. And there we are. So the first batter is underway just a little bit. Now hitting Trey Mancini. So the at-bat is going to resume in just about 15 seconds. Unfortunately, I cannot show the Home Run Derby because of copyright reasons, but I will be going ahead and giving you guys live play-by-play. So as the balls are getting hit, as we're seeing distances, as we're seeing home runs, I'll go ahead and let you guys know in live time. Also, I'm going to go ahead and update the, this one right here. We got the bracket, so that will be updated in live time. Right now, it looks like Trey Mancini is on pace to hit 6 home runs as per ESPN. He's still at 2. That one sent out to left center field. It'll be caught for Mancini's 3rd dinger here at Coors. If we look at Trey Mancini, 102 career home runs, make it 4 for the Derby now. This one sent out to left field. 102 career home runs for Mancini, 16 on the season, and his most in a single year is 35 back in 2019. He's on a bit of a roll now at home run number 5, on pace to hit 12, make it 6, now 7 home runs with a minute and a half left. He is halfway done. Up to 7 long balls here for Trey Mancini. That one's going to go. It's 8 homers. Now he's really finding a rhythm now. He's at 9, that home run. Going a long way. He earned his 30 seconds of bonus time. Right now he's calculated to get 17 home runs, so really picking up the pace. There's 10, there's 11, there's 12. He is just not missing right now. Trey Mancini, 13 home runs here in the first round with 45 seconds left. There's home run number 14. There's number 15. And Matt Olson was just shown on screen. He will be facing off against Trey Mancini momentarily. Who do I think is going to win? Well, on my bracket, I do have Shohei Ohtani winning it this evening. I think he is going to be my pick that I stick it out with. My final round, I have Ohtani and Gallo. I can easily see Ohtani and Olson. We've got 16 home runs for Trey Mancini, 15 seconds left. He really picked things up after his timeout 50 seconds into the round. You know, the first 45 seconds, 2 home runs, 17 home runs. Will this lead with nothing left on the clock? It will. So there's 18 and 19 home runs for Trey Mancini. There we go. 19 home runs. And that is without the bonus time. So Matt Olson, the pressure is on. Before the 3 minutes and the extra 30 seconds of bonus time, Mancini's sitting at 19 home runs. Now, if you don't know who to root for in this evening's festivities, Trey Mancini, let's take you through a look at his life recently. He survived stage 3 colon cancer. He missed the entire 2020 regular season to undergo treatments. So he was not with the Baltimore Orioles by any means. He went through his treatments, chemo, everything that was necessary to help fight colon cancer. And he's a survivor. He made it. He is back, as you can tell, in Major League Baseball, leading the Orioles in home runs and RBIs through the first half of the regular season. 16 home runs on the regular season, 55 runs batted in. Mancini gets an additional minute of bonus time. I thought it was just 30 seconds. He will be hitting for 1 more minute. Again, he has 19 home runs as we currently stand before the 3 minutes of regularly scheduled time. So bonus time is coming up here. Matt Olson will have to follow up a great beginning performance. It'll be Mancini and Olson here in this first seed that we see in the 2021 Home Run Derby. The minute has begun of bonus time. So Trey Mancini is on the board with his 20th home run. He is launching balls into left field. He's got 21 home runs. That one's close, but will not make it into left center field. So 21 is his current count with 40 seconds to go. This one sent the opposite way. Just a few rows into right field. That's home run number 22. This one going to head out to deep left. Home run 23 for Trey Mancini. That one just against the wall in center field. 23 home runs, 13 seconds left. Trey Mancini's final minute of bonus time is winding down. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That will end Trey Mancini's round. Well, not a bad start. 23. Make it 24 home runs for the Baltimore Orioles first baseman and outfielder, Trey Mancini. Not a lot of guys, I think, had him winning it tonight, or maybe even advancing into the semifinals. I didn't have him advancing, but with that kind of performance, we'll see. Even if he doesn't make it, that was a really great show from Trey Mancini. And again, if you're looking back at his story, what he's gone through, just Major League Baseball, his career, what he's been able to do with the Baltimore Orioles, one of their shining stars on the team, put his private life aside and what he did, conquer in 2020 with stage 3 colon cancer. Just him being at the home run derby tonight, I was really excited to see him participate. I thought that was just such a great opportunity for him. I'm excited for him. I'm rooting for him, no matter whether he wins or not. Again, what a great show to kick things off. Mancini was the number 6 seed here tonight, faced off against Matt Olson, who is number 3. So Olson getting ready, the first of many lefties here to partake tonight. So Mancini is done with his first round, and Matt Olson has to top 24 home runs. Let's see if he can do it. He's in the box, getting ready to go. He was just recently named to his first All-Star game, which will be tomorrow night. The first pitch is taken, the second pitch grounded down the first base line. This one is hit into right center, and there is no doubt about it. We're going to see a lot of lengthy home runs off the bat of Matt Olson. He hit this one to the deepest part of the ballpark, and it'll just miss. He is on the board with the 1 home run. So far, 2 minutes and 35 seconds remain. Still sitting at 1. You got to remember, Trey Mancini was off to a slow start as well. Only 2 home runs within his first 45 seconds. He called a timeout, and that was the game changer for him. This one is skyrocketed into right field, and it'll leave the yard for home run number 2. That one's gone. There's 3. Make it 4 now for Matt Olson. That's number 5. Olson with 126 career home runs just keeps launching these into right field, and they're going a long way. He's at 5. Make it 6. He's currently only on pace to hit 13, according to ESPN, now 15. 7 home runs for the Athletics first baseman. 8 home runs for him now. 23 regular season bombs here in 2021. Matt Olson's total up to 9, just 1 away from double digits. He's earned his 30 seconds of bonus time. See if he can get a little bit more than that there. 10 home runs for Olson. This one's grounded down the first baseline, and it will stay in the yard, obviously. 1 minute, 15 seconds. He calls his timeout with 10 home runs, according to ESPN in the graphic on screen right now. He is expected to not beat out Trey Mancini. He's only projected to hit 16 home runs. So his timeout will last for another 15 seconds, give or take. Trey Mancini in round 1 hit 24 home runs through his 4 minutes, his 3 minutes of regularly clocked time, and his 1 minute of bonus time. Olson, with 1 minute and 15 seconds left, sits with 10 home runs, estimated to have 17 by the time all things are said and done. He's the number 3 seed tonight. 36 home runs in 2019 is his single season best. And he has never ended another season with more than 30 home runs, though he did hit 29 dingers in the 2018 season. And with 23 in the first half here, he is expected to make 30 and beyond in 2021. Olson's at 11 home runs with 55 seconds to go, on pace to hit 19. Home run percentage, 46% right now. 12 home runs. That one's hit to right field and it'll clear the wall. 35 seconds remain for Matt Olson, who, not gonna bash it here, bit of an underwhelming performance. That's number 13. He'll leave the yard. He still has time. Hey, he can just pick things up right here. If he goes on a hot streak these final 20 seconds before bonus time, he may still leave himself with a shot. 14 home runs for Olson. That one's going to go. Make it 15 with 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 16 home runs for Matt Olson. He gets a few more, make it 17. Is that one going to stay fair or go foul? It looks like it will be a foul ball. So before bonus time, Matt Olson sits at 17 home runs. He is 7 shy of tying Trey Mancini, 8 shy of beating out Trey Mancini. So he needs 8 home runs to win and advance, 7 to tie. He's the number 3 seed tonight, and I did have him advancing. I had him beating out Trey Mancini in my bracket, so between the first seed, my bracket may be wrong. Let's go ahead and take a look here in his final minute of time, what he can go ahead and do. Again, he is sitting at 17 homers. He needs 7 to tie. His minute of bonus time has begun. He starts it off with the ground ball. Got to get into a groove and got to get there quick. He launches this one into right field. That's just gonna miss right by the bullpens. Home run number 18 now on the very next pitch. 19. So back-to-back homers. He's got 40 seconds left. Oh, man. It's going to be close. There's 20. 32 seconds left for Matt Olson in the round. A little bit of warning track power these last few swings. Home run number 21. It's getting close. 20 seconds remain. He's at 22 home runs. A ground ball down the first baseline. He's got 13 seconds left. He needs 2 to tie. A smile on his face. He just misses one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he is going to end the round with 23 home runs. His last swing was hit far, but foul. And because it didn't land right away, there were a few seconds left, but his pitcher could not throw until the ball landed. What a show! What a show here to kick off our first home run derby in 2 years. Matt Olson and Trey Mancini. Olson ends with 23 home runs, just misses tying Trey Mancini's 24. And there you have it. So let's go ahead. Mancini is going to advance to the semifinals now. So let's update the bracket. On screen, 24 home runs for Trey Mancini. Just like that, my bracket is now potentially completely wrong. I did say, though, I'm looking for some underdogs. I am excited. Trey Mancini is a guy I'm rooting for. Just as a person, you want to see his success. I want to see everyone's success here, of course, obviously. But Trey Mancini has established himself in the semifinals. So again, I cannot go ahead and actually show the home run derby because of copyright. But I'm going to go ahead and just like I was doing here for this first round of Trey Mancini and Matt Olson, we'll be calling each and every home run that's hit. I'll let you guys know where players stand, who's up next, what the current bracket looks like as we start to fill things out. The home run derby, hey, I said Matt Olson was off to a little bit of a slow start. Thought it was going to be a little bit of an underwhelming performance, but no, he did pick things up, and he only lost by 1 home run. What a crazy start to this derby. You're going to go ahead and get Mancini advancing just 1 ahead of his opponent. I'm doing well. I hope everyone in the stream and in the chat is doing well. Thank you very much. The All-Star game is tomorrow. The Home Run Derby is right now. So, of course, that's exciting in itself. Trey Mancini has advanced to the semifinals round where he will either face off against Joey Gallo or Trevor Story. And if you look at tonight, just name-wise, power-wise, you see a lot of players with left-handed power and pop. Some of the favorites early on are the left-handed hitters. Ohtani and Soto is set to be a crazy matchup. Joey Gallo, you thought had the edge over Trevor Story, but we also thought that same thing about Olson and Mancini. Of course, at Coors Field, with this being a mile-high ballpark, it's hot, humid. The ball is going to be flying a little bit more tonight. We're going to see a lot of home runs. And just within our first 2 contestants, 47 combined, Trey Mancini is your favorite player. Well, that's good because he is advancing to the second round of the Home Run Derby. And right now, Trevor Story is going to go ahead and step into the batter's box. He's very familiar at this ballpark. This is his home stadium. There are some rumors swirling at the trade deadline with only half a year left on his contract. Maybe he gets shipped off to another team or he'll sign elsewhere in free agency. The first pitch of his 3 minutes he will take, but then sends this one into deep left field, but not quite enough. So Story, the number 7 seed today in the bracket, 15 seconds in, just a small handful of swings. Both balls he's put in play have not yet left the yard. So Story is finally on the board, 25 seconds in. Now he's going to go back-to-back, 2 home runs now for the Rocky shortstop. My favorite player in the Derby tonight, you have to go Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani is my favorite player in the Derby of these 8 contestants. Trevor Story with home run number 3. Now home run number 4. All of these have gone to left field right now. He's pulling them down the line. Trevor Story just going to get this one to sneak over the wall for a home run number 5. He's got 2 minutes left of regular time. In general, in all of Major League Baseball, my favorite player, I have a couple. Now, I do root for the New York Yankees, so Aaron Judge is my favorite on the Yankees. Also, some of my other favorite teams and players, you got the Blue Jays and Vlad Jr., the Mets and Jacob deGrom. I also am a big fan of Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso, who's competing tonight. For the Yankees, so many guys to root for. Judge, Stanton, Brett Gardner is my second favorite player overall, right behind Aaron Judge. Now, in this time, Trevor Story with 7 home runs, and his timeout will come with a minute and 24 seconds left in the round. He is on pace to hit 15 homers. That's what he currently looks like right now. He's on track for 15 long balls. He's got 25 seconds left in his round before bonus time. So I do pretty much stick to baseball. Not a big football or basketball person, particularly. Sometimes I'll watch games if there's nothing else on, but I don't have like a favorite team or a favorite player from those sports. Big baseball fan. And right now it's a great time to be a Major League Baseball fan with the Midsummer Classic. You got the Celebrity Softball game. The Futures game was yesterday. Home Run Derby right now. Tomorrow's the All-Star game. So much to look forward to. And right now it looks like Nolan Arenado is going to be interviewed, I would assume, regarding Trevor Story, former teammate on the left side of the infield, who is still in his timeout. The first pitch back with 1 minute and 23 seconds left on the clock. Again, Trevor Story sitting at 7 home runs. He is the number 7 seed tonight. That one's going to get out to straight away center for number 8 on the Derby. Story's got 145 career home runs, and he has hit 30-plus home runs in a single season twice, in 2018 and 2019. 8 home runs here in the Derby, 1 minute left, still on track to hit 15 home runs. There's home run number 9. This one's going to go out to left center. That's traveling a long way. Number 10. Now he's got 11. Maybe picking up the pace here. The Colorado Rockies shortstop. He's got a couple in a row. This one going to make it out to the warning track in left field. Will not quite have enough. 33 seconds left on the timer. Home run number 12. This one was hit on the line, but it's going to stay in the park. No doubt about that one, though. Gone by a mile. 13 home runs for Story. That one looks like it might go the distance. There's 14 for Trevor Story. He's picking up a couple more in a row. He's on a roll. That's number 15. This one's going to be a sharp line drive. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the last pitch of his regular time is going to get out of the park. 16 home runs for Trevor Story before his additional bonus time. 16 home runs. He is facing off against Joey Gallo, who will bat in just a few moments. All right. Not a bad start for Trevor Story, who again might not have necessarily been a favorite to make it far in this Derby with some of the other names that we do have. But he put on a nice little show. His minute of bonus time will begin momentarily. 16 home runs in the regular round for the 7th seed Trevor Story. All right, and at Coors Field throughout the course of his Major League Baseball career, now this is in the regular season, he has 90 home runs, so 90 of his 145 career homers have been at Coors Field, his home ballpark, for his entire career. Did any Orioles make the All-Star game? I do believe Trey Mancini got selected. I'm not sure of anyone else off the top of my head. Every team has at least one representative, so I'm pretty sure Mancini is there. I don't have the full rosters in front of me right now to check for you. But if you want to find out tomorrow, I will be streaming the All-Star game in this very spot. So stick around for that. And anyone else, if you guys are interested in watching the All-Star game live with me, that'll be tomorrow. Trevor Story's first home run of the bonus time makes it 17 for him. Straightaway center off the wall, though. It's going to stay in the yard. 33 seconds left. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Cedric Mullins is actually a starter. He's starting in center field, I believe, batting 9th tomorrow, I think I did see. Thank you very much. So the one bracket here is going to be in time. So this is updated as we see batters take part. So Trey Mancini is going to the semifinals. He's in that bracket. And the other bracket is indeed my prediction. So that's who I had winning each slot before this started. 18 home runs for Story. His last 2 seconds, home run number 19. And that one is going to leave the yard as well. So not a bad performance from the Rockies shortstop. Trevor Story will go ahead and end with 20 home runs. So Story was 7th seed. And then you have Joey Gallo, who's so far in the regular season, 24 home runs, 144 career homers to his name. He had a 41 home run best season in 2017. So the most home runs he's ever hit in a single year came back in 2017 with 41. So he is on track to potentially hit that mark and maybe go beyond that if he can keep up with the pace he set in the first half. So, yep, we got predictions. We got the live in-time bracket. Trevor Story had 20 home runs here in the first round. We got Joey Gallo coming up next. And then other performances we are going to be seeing just after that. Salvador Perez, Pete Alonso, two right-handed hitters who I'm expecting a lot out of. Salvador Perez was a bit of a shock to me. He did really well in the regular season home run-wise, 21 through the first half. So he's up there with Joey Gallo, who had 24. Olson had 23 home runs throughout the first 80-plus games. Salvador Perez, 21 home runs. Again, a bit of an interesting invitation. There were a couple of players who I saw on social media, through reporters and stories that said, well, like Aaron Judge, for example, he didn't want to be in the home run derby unless it was in New York. So certain other players could have been like that as well. I know there were some shocks. Like I wasn't expecting Trevor Story to be taking part tonight. Salvador Perez, Trey Mancini, but as they were revealing the seeds in the bracket for tonight's festivities, it did grow increasingly more exciting. And it's been a great show so far. 3 participants, 3 guys with 20-plus home runs. Trey Mancini has already solidified his spot in the semifinals. Joey Gallo's 3 minutes have begun. This is a guy you could expect to see a lot of home runs from and some great distance. They will go the mile here. His first home run is going to end up in the bullpen out in right field. 15 seconds in, he's got 1 home run. He's the second seed hitter tonight. So 2 of 4 big power bats from the left side after Joey Gallo is done will be in the books. And the final 2, Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto, are going head-to-head in the last matchup, seed 1 and 8 respectively. 2 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. Gallo's still sitting at 1. He's hitting them deep, like pretty much to the warning track. Struggling to get it over the wall, but there's number 2. We've seen some guys with slow starts. Trey Mancini did the same. Matt Olson got off to a rocky start. Even Trevor Story, but as the time progressed, they started to heat up a little bit. There's home run number 3 into the right field seats. Number 4 out to right center field. Oh no, it just missed. Just missed there. This one will stay fair on the inside of the foul pole. So 4 home runs for Joey Gallo, and he's going to call timeout right there with 1 minute and 44 seconds remaining. I do like Vlad Guerrero Jr. He would have been fun to watch too. Shohei Ohtani and Vlad Jr. going head-to-head. Pete Alonso and Vlad Jr., that would have been a fun rematch from 2019 when Pete Alonso won the home run derby. Back in that 2019 season, he had 57 home runs that night. And, of course, 53 home runs in the entire regular season, which was the most by a rookie in a single Major League Baseball season. So Alonso had 57 home runs through the 3 rounds in 2019. He followed Vlad Jr., who had the most that year, setting a record high of 91 home runs. Jock Peterson had 60 homers that year, but he fell out in the semifinals. A lot of young talent who could have necessarily been a part of this tournament tonight. But at the end of the day, I do like the names we see. Joey Gallo's first swing coming from the timeout will result in a home run. That's number 5. With 1 minute and 37 seconds left, ESPN has him on pace to hit 10 home runs, which would fall short to Trevor Story by 10 home runs. Now, Gallo has earned his 30 seconds of bonus time so far. He might be able to add an additional 30 more seconds. That looks like it's going to leave the yard for home run number 6. And it does, up until the second deck of the right field ballpark. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. Joey Gallo with 6 home runs. This is a guy who I was expecting to do a little better, at least early on. Right now, 55 seconds remain. That one's going to get off the top of the wall in right field. It'll stay in. That's home run number 7, though, so he's back. If he can get on a roll here again before bonus time, He may still have a shot. Projected for 9 home runs with 40 seconds to go. He's shaking his head now in disbelief, quite frankly. There's home run number 8. So, I'm not going to say necessarily Story and Mancini were the underdogs, but for me, I thought they were less likely to win just as a fan of the game. Some other people might have had Story and Olson. Sorry, not Story and Olson. Story and Mancini moving on here in round number 1. But it looks like Mancini and Story will go ahead and get the nod into the semifinals and face off for a great right-handed matchup. The 3 minutes of regular time has expired for Joey Gallo. He ends it with 11 home runs. So you have to think here, he's going to have to hit balls very quickly, and they're going to have to get out in a hurry. He's got 25 seconds in between his 3 minutes of regular time and his bonus round. Sitting at 11 home runs of regular time. He needs 9 more to tie, 10 more to win. So chances are it will be looking a little chic here for Joey Gallo to advance. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare the up-to-date real-time bracket, which is going to be on the screen right next to my predictions. So we still have half of the first round to go. Once Joey Gallo is done, Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, Salvador Perez, and Pete Alonso will be in the spotlight then. Joey Gallo's got 1 minute left, and his first swing is underway. He's sending them out to right field, trying to pull them down the line. There's home run number 12. That one, if it stays fair, is well gone, and it will. Home run number 13. He's picking up the pace now. There's 14, 3 in a row. That looks like that's got a shot. Don't count him out yet with 35 seconds remaining. 15 home runs. 16 home runs. That one is going to be home run number 17. Joey Gallo is still very much in this now with just over 20 seconds remaining. 17 home runs. He needs 3 more at least to tie. He pulls that one down the line again and is just going to be shy of getting out. 8 seconds left. There's home run number 18. That one's going to have enough. Home run number 19. His last swing has to leave the yard. Oh my gosh, no. It looks like Joey Gallo will fall just short. Let's go ahead and see here when they update the board. He ends with 19 home runs. 4 minutes of time, 19 home runs. Trevor Story edges out by 1. So how about that? The first 2 rounds we see, the first hitter has advanced by just 1 home run. Trey Mancini and Trevor Story will be going head-to-head in the semifinals. Wow. All right, I was not expecting that personally. The right side of the bracket is filled in. And it looks like we're going to have Salvador Perez stepping into the box, where he will start the seed between Perez and Alonso, or your 4 and 5 guys, bracket-wise. Trevor Story, Trey Mancini, that will go ahead and make up our second half of the semifinals. We still got a lot left in the Derby. I've been wrong with everything thus far. I had the 2 lefty bats, the 2 big swinging sticks of Joey Gallo and Matt Olson heading to that final round before reaching Shohei Ohtani, or maybe at this point, Juan Soto or Pete Alonso. I've been completely wrong. So we might even see Soto, Alonso, Story, and Mancini in our semifinals round. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the 2021 Home Run Derby. Thank you for all joining me today. I do appreciate the support. We are back into the swing of things here on YouTube. Took some time off with the end of school, with work, but now we've got the Home Run Derby, the All-Star Game on back-to-back nights. The Midsummer Classic is here. The second half of Major League Baseball will be underway next week. And we have a lot of competitive divisions, a lot of big races, and some underwhelming and overwhelming teams like the New York Yankees, who I do see in the chat. Who's my team? My favorite team is the New York Yankees. Thank you for the new subs. Welcome, welcome to the squad here. See, I do like the New York Yankees. That is my number one squad. Interestingly enough, my top three favorite teams are the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Mets. And I always have to explain this to people because I get a look on, whoever I'm talking about, I get a look on their face. A lot of confusion because I like both New York teams, which usually it's very much a rivalry between them and the fan bases. And then I also like two teams in the AL East, and right now two somewhat prominent teams in the AL East. I know they're kind of falling behind in the division currently, but the Blue Jays and Yankees. I like the Toronto Blue Jays because growing up in Little League, I played with that team. But otherwise, I just kind of started watching Toronto back in 2014. So I saw their big run in 2015. But other than that, my top three favorite teams, Yankees, Blue Jays, Mets. A lot of different favorite players to get into. And yeah, so that's where we are at right now. Let's check the chat. What about Nats, White Sox, or Reds? Yeah, I do like the White Sox. The Reds, I am a fan of. I don't watch them all too much. I just get the local channels here, so Yankees and Mets, of course, ESPN, MLB Network. So I watch any game that's ever on. I know a lot about the majority of teams in Major League Baseball. Farm system-wise, maybe not so much, but current rosters and all that, I am pretty knowledgeable with, staying up to date on. So disappointed in Gallo. Yeah, it was, again, I'm not saying that Gallo or Olson had underwhelming performances, but I definitely thought they were going to do a little bit better in their first and now also final rounds of their home run derbies. The draft is in the middle of the season just because you're getting players spotlighted, like if the Vanderbilt pitchers, Jack Leiter, Kumar Rocker, guys like that, and position players, of course, too, where they are playing every game. You want to see up-to-date stats on them. You don't want to base it off of, months ago their performances. If you were to draft at the beginning of a season, you're basing it off of what they were able to do, prior to the postseason, if their team made it into the postseason. So it's just so you can get up-to-date stats. Also, that's just how it's been run for years. So we are going to see the draft continue to play out. Last night was the first round. The Mets got Kumar Rocker. Texas Rangers got Jack Leiter. So the two Vanderbilt pitchers I was just talking about. But yeah, back to the home run derby now. Story and Mancini, the 7th and 6th seed batters, respectively, make it to the semifinals, knocking out Joey Gallo and Matt Olson, both coming as big shocks to myself. And now we're going to go ahead and get Salvador Perez and Pete Alonso, that seed in. Now, you might not want to take my prediction for anything because I've been wrong. I'm 0 for 2 thus far. But I do have Pete Alonso advancing. He beat out Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the final round, 23-22 in 2019. And actually, it's going to be Alonso stepping into hit now. So let me go ahead and change that here on the screen for you guys. Pete Alonso in the home run derby for the second time in just as many years. His second consecutive appearance. Of course, last year with COVID and the season starting in late July, there was no home run derby or midsummer classic at all. Pete Alonso, much like the other contestants we've seen, off to a little bit of a slow start, but doing a little bit better. 2 home runs within his first 24 seconds, all out to left field. That one is going to just miss hitting off of the giant scoreboard in left. Home run number 3 for Alonso. This is exactly what you're expecting. He's now at 4. Scratch the slow start. He's going to put on a great performance here and give Salvador Perez a run for his money and make him sweat. 5 home runs for Alonso. 6 home runs for Alonso. We're only 50 seconds into his turn. And he is absolutely crushing these baseballs. He has already earned his bonus time. He's at 7 home runs. Do not underestimate the polar bear. 9 home runs for Alonso. 1 minute and 51 seconds left. 10 home runs. It looks like that one's going to go. 11 home runs. I can't keep up. Neither can the cameraman here for ESPN. His total is 11. He's at 12 now. He takes a pitch with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. They're showing Shohei Ohtani, watching him in the batting cage, and he looks pretty impressed. Don't have to face Pete Alonso in the semifinals. And the Mets first baseman will go ahead, call timeout now. 1.5 minutes to go. 13 home runs within the round. He is on track to hit 29, which would so far be the most out of any single participant in this first round. In the regular season, Pete Alonso has 17 home runs. Last year in the 60-game span, he had 16. He is the number 5 seed this evening. And of course, the reigning home run derby champion. In his regular season career playing at Coors Field, he has 3 home runs at this particular ballpark. So let's see what he can do in his final 1.5 minutes of regular time. The umpire gives him the go-ahead. His first swing, that ball is hit deep out into left center field. We've got another one going out that same direction. 14 home runs, 15 home runs. That's going to land and be number 16. His longest home run, 514 feet right now for Pete Alonso. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain. He's at 16 homers, 17 home runs. That one's going to have the distance. 18 home runs, still a minute before his bonus time is even taken into account. 18 home runs now for the Mets participant. 47 seconds to go. 19 homers, 20 home runs. I don't believe he's had a single home run go to opposite field, but he doesn't need it at this rate. He's at 20 home runs, 21 home runs. He'll take a pitch there with 30 seconds to go. Salvador Perez warming up in the on-deck circle. That one's going to go out to right center field, and it'll leave the yard into the bullpen for home run number 22. Is that one fair? If it's fair, it's gone. Yep, 23, 24 home runs for Pete Alonso. This is still before we've gotten into his bonus time, and he is tied for the most home runs out of anyone so far tonight. 25 home runs, and that will end his 3 minutes. So 25 home runs, 3 minutes in. He's got 1 minute left to go of bonus time. Before that even starts, he has hit more than Trey Mancini. Mancini in 4 minutes had 24 homers. Matt Olson had 23. Trevor Story had 20. Gallo hit 19. So Alonso already at the point where he has flexed the most with the first 5 competitors. So 25 and counting for Polar Bear Pete. On deck is Salvador Perez. Again, 173 career home runs. His single season high. Perez actually hit 27 home runs on 2 separate occasions in 2017 and in 2018. So he's got the power in the bat. He's definitely been a huge contributor to the Kansas City Royals offense this year. And Pete Alonso is decked out in a bunch of custom-made gear. He's got bats, batting gloves, and cleats that have all been designed and crafted for him just for tonight's sole purpose of the Home Run Derby. His minute of bonus time has begun. His first swing goes out to right field. His second swing to left field. His third swing gonna mimic that. So he is now at 27. Make it 28 home runs. 42 seconds remain. This one just shy of leaving the yard and left. It actually bounces over the wall for what would have been a ground rule double. 28 home runs are Big Meat Pete. He's got 29. This one is hit a long way for number 30. 31 for Pete Alonso. And this is the show we were expecting out of him as the reigning Home Run Derby champion. 15 seconds. He's at 31 home runs. His longest is now 5:14. 8 seconds. 32 home runs. 33 home runs. That was going to leave for 34. His last pitch, his last swing goes out to left center field, and he is pumped. Pete Alonso just hit 35 home runs in the first round of the Derby. You have to hope with a performance like that, he is not wiped out in the semifinal round, or he's either going to face Shohei Ohtani or Juan Soto, assuming he doesn't get knocked out by Salvador Perez. That would take a massive performance by the Kansas City Royals catcher. Let's see if he could pull an upset for Pete Alonso and knock him out somehow with 36 home runs in this first round. And if we look, Pete Alonso had, I believe it was 22 or 23 home runs in the last round, in the finals of 2019. And in total, he had 57 home runs that year. He already has 35 in one round, and you can imagine he's going to go to the second. I really don't think we're going to see Salvador Perez top the 35 home run mark. It would be great if he can. It'd be really cool to watch, and that would be tremendous to see his fans. But that is a first round record that Pete Alonso just set with 35 home runs. He continues to set records and go on an absolute tear in so far his very young career. So hello to everyone in the chat and in the stream. Thank you for joining us all here tonight. We have 3 more hitters remaining in the first round of the Derby. Pete Alonso just went ahead and finished up his first round. 35 home runs, set a single record in all Home Run Derby history. In steps Salvador Perez. His first 5 seconds, 3 swings, and none of them have left the yard just yet. That's a line drive to the shortstop third base area. He's got to pick things up very quickly if he wants to go ahead and tally 35 or 36 home runs. His first of the night's going to head to right center field. That'll leave the yard. Looking for number 2. He's going the other way with it. Just a few rows back into right field, so 2 home runs on the night. 33 seconds in. Thank you to all the new subscribers and everyone new showing support here on the channel. I think Ohtani will win. That is my prediction as well. If he makes it past Juan Soto in just a few minutes, he's going to really have to hit a lot of home runs. I can't even put a number to what Pete Alonso might potentially do in the semifinals. Like 35 home runs in round 1. Hopefully he's not tired in round 2, because you want to see another great performance like that. I mean, man, 35 home runs in round 1. Ohtani's going to have his work cut out for him again if he makes it. Salvador Perez, though, he ended up kind of picking things up a little bit. 1 minute and 44 seconds left on the clock. He does call timeout with 9 home runs to go. Now, he picked up the pace, but he's still not on track to necessarily go ahead and beat out Pete Alonso. He's at right around 20 home runs, according to the ESPN graphic on screen. So he would be significantly shy of Alonso's mark, and he would be leaving the Derby here in this first round. So we've seen Mancini beat out Olson, Story beat out Gallo, and now Alonso put up seemingly no shot for Salvi. With how things currently stand, the 3 hitters who have gone first have advanced. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but just for the sake of, it is a quirk right now in the Derby. Everyone who has gone first has won. Perez resumes his regular time. He's on track to hit 18 home runs, a couple ground balls and lineouts. Has him looking in a tough spot right now. He cannot seem to have the distance behind some of these swings. That one's hit high. Is it going to be deep enough? No, it is not. A few feet in front of the warning track. So still at 9 home runs, 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. There's going to be home run number 10 and 11. And it looks like that's going to go for number 12. It does. Quite a few rows back into left center field. That one goes to the batter's eye, and all the trees out in straightaway center at Coors. 13 home runs for Salvador Perez, but give it up for Pete Alonso. I mean, he is going to move on here. 44 seconds left for Salvador Perez in the regular round. He does get some extra bonus time as well, but I don't think he will be able to hit 20-plus home runs within his final minute and a half. 15 home runs for Salvador. 25 seconds remain. There we go. That's number 26 to center field. Sorry, number 16 to center field. I'm thinking about the time here and everything. 13 seconds to go. 16 home runs for the Royals backstop. Hitting a few. He's scattering them all throughout the ballpark, just not quite enough power behind them. Home run number 17 comes just before the clock expires. So he has to double his performance that he did in 3 minutes in just 60 seconds. So 60 seconds to really, at this point, as many home runs as he can, because he will not get 35. But Salvador Perez, hey, it was fun to watch him compete. He might not have advanced, but he does still have a shot at 20-plus homers. Thank you, everyone, showing support in the chat and on the stream here. I really do appreciate it, guys. Sub to the channel if you are new. Join the team. A lot of fun stuff coming at you guys. I have a lot of content planned. The past few months, I did have to take a little bit of a break just with everything going on at work, school, and all that. But now, Home Run Derby's here. All-Star Game is here. And the second half is right around the corner. So I have a lot planned for you guys. We're going to be consistent with the uploads. You're going to see a lot of action and a lot of activity here on the channel. You're not going to want to miss it, especially come time for the postseason and as the season begins to wind down. The chase for spots in the wild card or for the division titles will get narrow very, very quickly. It's going to be fun to watch here with you all live on YouTube. We got 20 home runs for Salvador Perez. 31 seconds of bonus time is left. 21 home runs for Salvador Perez. So Joey Gallo, the only contestant to not have 20 or more home runs with his regular time and bonus time included. Perez at 24 homers with 8 seconds to go. 25, 26. Is that going to have enough? It just does. 26 home runs. Time has expired. 27 home runs. So, hey, that's the second best performance in the Home Run Derby against anyone else so far tonight. He would have advanced. But when you have Pete Alonso, 35 home runs, 28 will not cut it. Again, 28 is the final count for Salvador Perez. Great show from him. Too little, too late, though. His momentum really carried the last minute and a half, 2 minutes combined of his time. So Salvador Perez, that will end it for him. It is official. Trey Mancini, Trevor Story, and Pete Alonso are all in the semifinals. We've got 3 right-handed bats. And the only righty I was expecting to see in the semifinal round was Pete Alonso. So again, you can see with my predictions, I'm now 1 for 3, which isn't bad if it's a full season worth of hitting at the Major League Baseball level. A full season of predicting this year. But Pete Alonso was my first correct guess for who would advance in the Home Run Derby. For everyone who's done brackets, where are you at? Are you still perfect so far? Did you have Mancini and Story beating out Olson and Gallo? Well, now we've got 3 of the 4 semifinalists in the book, and it's time for Juan Soto versus Shohei Ohtani. This is one of the matchups I was most excited for heading tonight. This is my most anticipated guaranteed matchup. Like Shohei Ohtani, Pete Alonso, I really want to see that, right? But that wasn't guaranteed. I didn't know that Pete Alonso or Shohei Ohtani was going to necessarily make it. But this right here is what I'm looking forward to the most. Juan Soto and Shohei Ohtani. Juan is going to go ahead and hit first, nicknamed the Childish Bambino. He won the batting title in the National League last season, and he's the second youngest player to hit a home run in the World Series. So someone in the chat here said that they had Perez beating Alonso. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. You can tell my bracket's nowhere close to perfect right now either. Shohei Ohtani is just on a different level. And he will be hitting very, very soon. But right now, the 3 minutes for Juan Soto has begun. His first swing is underway. 6 seconds in, looking for home run number 1. He's still got time, but he's got to go ahead and pick things up quickly. Since Shohei Ohtani is already at 80 career Major League Baseball home runs, 33 of them from the 2021 season. He leads all of Major League Baseball, Shohei Ohtani, with 33 home runs in the first half. As I say, Soto's got to pick something up here. 3 home runs on the line, 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Make it 4 home runs as he goes the other way. This one sent out to straightaway center field. That'll leave the yard for number 5. This one's going out to the upper deck in right for home run number 6. And oh my, number 7, he is on a roll right now. You got to keep this momentum going. But if I'm being completely honest, I do want him to slow down just a little bit because Shohei Ohtani needs to go ahead and win this derby. That is a personal preference, but seeing Shohei Ohtani win, what hasn't he done so far this year? Tomorrow, he's going to be the starting pitcher for the American League in the All-Star game. He's also going to be at leadoff, right? So he's going to have all eyes on him this entire week. Just like any other week, 33 home runs in the regular season. Going off, pitching-wise, he's insane right now in the regular season for the Los Angeles Angels. Juan Soto takes a break. 9 home runs, though. So a good count to be at. Still got plenty of time in the regular 3-minute round. Ohtani's taking some practice swings. I cannot wait to see the distance on some of these baseballs that are going to be hit. I believe I saw Soto's furthest home run was at 520. Ohtani hits them insanely hard and far in the regular season. So now pitches are coming a little bit slower. You're in Coors Field where it's a mile high. The balls tend to fly a lot more. I just want to see showtime as much as possible in tonight's derby. 9 home runs for Soto through 1 minute and 18 seconds. He's got 1:42 left. One minute, 42 seconds left for the National Slugger. His first swing since the timeout is going to be a line out. He's currently on pace to hit 23 home runs in his regular time. That one's going to leave the yard into right field for number 10. That one's going to go for 11. Make it now. Is that going to leave 3 in a row for Juan Soto? So number 12 now for the childish Bambino. 80 career home runs. His single best is 34 home runs in one season. Soto put up 34 long balls in 2019. In the regular season of his short Major League Baseball career at Coors Field, he only has 2 home runs, but make it now 13 so far in the Derby. That's number 14 with 52 seconds to go. Soto isn't necessarily atop the leaderboard for home runs in the regular season this year. 11 home runs to start the 2021 first half. He's got 38 seconds remaining. We might be seeing a little bit of we might be seeing some tiring swings now. 15 home runs. He's kind of calmed down and cooled off a little bit. Soto was the number 8 seed for tonight. That one's going to leave the yard for 16. 17, it looks like that's going to be 18. He's going back and forth from right field to left field, really utilizing all aspects of the ballpark, going to the different dimensions. 17 home runs for Soto, 7 seconds left, make it 18 dingers. It's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Still 18 home runs, his last swing of the 3-minute regular time. And that ball will be routine to center field. So 18 home runs. He's got a minute left. Shohei Ohtani, he's got class. He does it all. How can you not love Shohei Ohtani? Clapping, giving it up for Juan Soto. I feel like we're going to be able to watch some of these swings on a loop. Between Pete Alonso, Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, Salvador Perez, they've put on a show so far, and Ohtani hasn't even gone yet. But some of these swings, these home runs are traveling immensely far. So Juan Soto prepping for his minute of bonus time. 18 home runs in his 3 minutes of regularly slotted hitting. After Soto, we see the sensation. Oh my goodness. After Soto, we see the sensation of Showtime Ohtani, who is still to bat, the number 1 seed coming into tonight, leading Major League Baseball with 33 home runs. Absolutely ridiculous numbers. I mean, you can't not love Shohei Ohtani, especially after this season. Soto and Ohtani is the last first round matchup. Juan Soto at 18. His minute of bonus time is going to start now. This one is hit into right center field. Actually, pretty much straight away center field. And it is just going to have enough on it for home run number 19 on the Derby. That went out to center field as well. Will not have enough. Bounces off the wall. 45 seconds remain for Juan Soto, who has the highest home run so far. If you're talking about the most home runs in a single round, that's going to go to Pete Alonso, who hit 35 home runs in 4 minutes worth of time. 19 home runs still for Juan Soto. That's number 20 out to center field. 24 seconds remain. That's going to have enough into the bullpen for 21 home runs. 22 out to right field. 13 seconds remain. 22 home runs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Juan Soto will end the night with 22 home runs here in this first round. Not a bad mark in any way, shape, or form. There's still plenty of opportunities for Shohei Ohtani to come in and advance to the semifinals. He's going to have to show that he's got the power, but we all know he does. The best single performance of the Derby so far has gone to Pete Alonso with 35 in this round number 1. So Ohtani will step in now after Juan Soto had 22 balls leave the yard. I do think, I'm seeing something in the chat here, 22 is not bad, but I think Ohtani can top that. Most definitely. Most definitely. I think he can go ahead, beat that out now. We got to hope that that is the case, because I'm wanting Ohtani to win this, not for the bracket, but just because how iconic would that be for Shohei Ohtani, his first home run derby, to go ahead and win it. You have to figure he's going to win the AL MVP. Like, it's his to lose at this point. There's no way he doesn't get it after the performance he's put up on both sides of the baseball through these first 80-plus games. So MVP this year, potentially. Rookie of the Year for Ohtani. Home Run Derby champion. Everyone loves him. Just, this is going to be living up to his nickname, Showtime. Like, this is the present. He's also the future. Like, we're looking at potentially, like, the greatest player in Major League Baseball, like, overall ever. You know, he might not necessarily be the greatest hitter, but, you know, there's a lot you could do with that here. Ken Griffey Jr. behind a camera, taking, like, professional shots. Camera with a huge lens. Of course, a bunch of all-stars cheering on all the contestants and all the participants right now. Shohei Ohtani will begin his 3 minutes of time. His catcher is his translator. Ohtani is the first, Ohtani has the most single-season home runs by any Japanese-born player. He set a single-season high for Japanese-born players, 33 home runs. That's the most ever in Major League Baseball history. Okay? And we're only halfway through the season, so a lot of time left to go for Shohei Ohtani. As I said, 33 home runs in the regular season so far, 80 career Major League Baseball home runs. He had 22 home runs in 2018, 18 home runs in 2019, and 7 last season. Shohei Ohtani, 10 seconds in. None have left the yard yet, but we've got time. Yes, I'm very pumped. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Shohei Ohtani, a lot of line drives, 21 seconds in. He hasn't really gotten anything to leave the yard yet. Oh my gosh. A lot of line drives to right field. Come on. He's like consistently hitting them on a line out to right field. He has not gotten under one yet. 2 minutes, 24 seconds to go. No home runs. Oh man, he needs a timeout. He needs a timeout right here. It's early, but you need to take a timeout and get in the groove. 2 minutes, 10 seconds in. That's his first home run. So Ohtani is on the board. He has 16 home runs hit at the regular season at over 110 miles per hour exit velo wise. 17 home runs have been hit over 420 feet in the regular season. I'm sorry, I'm so excited, and I'm potentially in shambles in just a few minutes. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Ohtani has 1 home run. What is happening? Call timeout. Call off the foul pole for number 2. Come on. Let's go, Shohei. Let's get Shohei in the chat, everyone. He needs some collective applause right now. 3 home runs. Let's go. He's picking it up. We need to see it. Let's go. Come on, Shohei Ohtani. 4 home runs, a minute and a half to go. He does not have bonus time yet. He needs to secure bonus time. He puts his hand up. He's calling for that timeout. A minute and 20 seconds remain. He's sitting at 5 home runs. This timeout is crucial. He needs to come back from this timeout and get on a roll very, very quickly. He needs 17 home runs. He got 30 seconds bonus time. And he has a minute 20 left in his regularly scheduled time. Let's go, Shohei. Come on, let's go. Pete Alonso, by the way, just to throw this out there for you, 9 of his 35 home runs were over 475 feet, and 2 were over 500 feet. His home runs totaled 15,659 feet in round 1. That is absolutely absurd. A minute 20 left for Shohei Ohtani. His timeout is over. Another line drive. He's got to pick it up. Let's go, Shohei. That's hit well, but he's got to stop hitting him so high because you cannot have the pitcher throw until the ball lands. 6 home runs. Is that going to leave? No, it does not. There's 7. A minute exactly on the nose remains in his time. Let's go, Ohtani. 7 home runs. His longest is 491 feet. 8 home runs. That's going to go for 9 home runs. 45 seconds. He needs 13. He's got bonus time. He's got bonus time, but he needs to get comfortably like 14 home runs before this is over at least. 30 seconds left. He's at 10 home runs. That's going to stay fair. Keep them coming. Showtime. Let's go. 11 home runs. 12 home runs. Let's go. 20 seconds left. No, he's still at 10. Okay, there's 11. Does he have bonus? Yes, he does. 11 home runs. 12 home runs. I can't see if that's going to go or not. He's hitting them really high. Like, he's getting under them by quite a bit. 14 home runs for Ohtani. 15 home runs. 3 seconds left. 2, 1, 0. Okay, he does pick things up. A very, very slow start. Shockingly slow almost. Sorry. 3 minutes have expired. He's sitting at 16 home runs. The first minute killed him. Lots of line drives, lots of ground balls to the right side of the field. He needs to come into this bonus time, which he has a minute of, and hit 6 home runs. His last home run has traveled the most distance at his 15th home run traveled 513. His 16th home run went exactly 500 feet. His exit velo has been over 100 miles per hour for all 16 home runs. This is a crucial minute of the home run derby right here. Bonus time is about to begin. Showtime in the chat. Let's go Shohei Ohtani. He needs 6 home runs to tie Juan Soto. The first home run of bonus time is his first swing. There's 17. There's 18. We've got back-to-back home runs. Keep it coming. Let's go Shohei Ohtani. 45 seconds remain. He's at 19 home runs. That looks like it might be enough for number 20. And it is into the upper deck. There's 21. He is 1 away from tying. That's all we need. Come on now. Let's go. 25 seconds. Oh, he's only at 20. So I guess the one that I thought left did not. 21 seconds. 20 home runs. He's too shy of beating Juan Soto. Come on, Shohei. 15 seconds. Oh my gosh. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 21 home runs. He's 1 away from tying. Let's go. 22. Did he get it? Did he get it? 22 home runs in what has been the craziest minute of this derby so far. Shohei Ohtani has tied Juan Soto with 22 home runs in the first round. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was insane. The most nerve-wracking minute of the event has just come to an end. 22 home runs for each Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto. They now have to go into the tiebreaker round before we start the semifinals. So we'll go back to Juan Soto, who gets to hit. Oh, man. 3-minute timed at bats for the first 2 rounds. Tiebreakers are 1 minute at bats. You cannot call a timeout. The clock does not stop. If they are still tied, there is a swing off of 3 swings per batter. So right now what we've got going on, Juan Soto has 1 minute to hit as many home runs as possible. Then Shohei Ohtani will go. If they both still have the same number of home runs, Soto gets 3 swings. Then Ohtani gets 3 swings. The most home runs then will advance. If they keep tying in those 3 swings, they keep going until someone beats the other. So what we saw Shohei Ohtani struggle with was the launch angle, and that was pretty much it. He was getting on top of the ball a little too much, a lot of line drives and a lot of ground balls. Like he was squaring it up, and then he was on top of the ball for the first minute, like completely. The first minute, I don't think he had a single home run. And then he was hitting a few balls way too high where they could have potentially had the distance if they did not peak at such a high launch angle. Here's Juan Soto. His minute has begun. The first swing is a line drive to right field. I haven't really been checking the chat. I will in just a few moments. We're witnessing what might be the craziest round of this derby so far, or what is definitely the craziest round of this derby so far, but might be potentially the most insane seed of tonight's festivities. 40 seconds remain. 23 total home runs for Juan Soto. So that's 1 if you want to count in this bonus time. He has 1 home run in bonus time, 23 home runs total, 30 seconds left. Again, he's utilizing both left and right sides of the ballpark, but he's now facing the same struggle that Shohei Ohtani did, and that's a lot of line drives. There's home run number 24, though. That's the straightaway center. That'll get out for number 25. This one's going to right field for 26. He's got 8 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 28 home runs will be the final count for Juan Soto. So in that minute, he hit 6. Shohei Ohtani needs at least 6 home runs to tie, 7 to go ahead and win the round and advance to the semifinals. Showtime, let's go. Showtime, he got this. Let's get it in the chat, guys. I think pretty much everyone here right now is rooting for Shohei Ohtani to win. At least everyone that's active that I can see is rooting for Shohei Ohtani to win. I mean, this is a great performance. One crazy round right here. So Juan Soto, 28 home runs after that tiebreaker minute. If Ohtani hits 6, you go into that 3 swing or that 3 pitch swing off. He just needs to average 1 home run every 10 seconds to tie. That's all he needs right now. Deep breaths right here for Shohei Ohtani. Again, no timeouts. So Juan Soto kind of struggled the first half of that tiebreaker round, but then he caught up towards the end. Really started to do well. He picked up the pace. Someone says I got money on Juan. This is very scary right here. It's anyone's slot to take right now for the semifinals. A couple ground balls from Shohei Ohtani. 53 seconds remain. He's doing that same thing where he's struggling early on in the round. That looks like it should go for home run number 23. Does it have enough? It does. That one, it looks like back-to-back. 24, 25. We are getting somewhere with Ohtani. 26. I think that... Oh, no, that just misses. That's off the middle of the wall. Okay, he's at 26 home runs now, though. He's 2 away. 23 seconds left. 27 home runs. Let's go, Shohei. 28 home runs. He has tied Juan Soto. 12 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh my gosh. Take it to a swing off. There is no way Juan Soto and Shohei Ohtani. This is what we've all been waiting for. I said before this round even started, this was my most highly anticipated matchup, and we are going to another tiebreaker. Ohtani and Soto. 28 home runs each. Oh, man. Whoa. I didn't even update the board here. I still had Juan Soto hitting. Wow. A 3-pitch swing off. That gets me a little bit nervous now. So, yeah, it is 3 pitches now. No time based. So, pretty much, I think the pitcher can give Ohtani and Soto a few seconds once the ball lands. They don't have to go right away. They're not forced into, a certain time slot right now. 3 pitches each. Juan Soto tonight in the 3 minutes of regular time, the bonus time, and the additional tiebreaker minute. His longest home run is 520 feet. His hardest hit ball is 114 miles per hour. His total distance, 2.38 miles. We've still got Juan Soto's still definitely in this, so you still got a chance. Oh, man. 3 pitches. This is crazy. Got a lot of money on this right here in different props. Well, good luck. Juan Soto, first pitch, first swing, it's gone. There's home run number 29. He's got 2 to go. This is the craziest round. Jesse Winker, Ozzy Albies videoing Juan Soto. I wish I could show it to you at this point. I really, really do. Soto takes a pitch, swings, and it goes to the top deck. He is 2 for 2. Shohei Ohtani just exhaled. So, woo! He's got his work cut out for him right here. 30 home runs for Juan Soto. And Shohei Ohtani is going to have to go at least 2 for 3. Oh, man. A warning to the pitcher. I think he needs some sticky substances. That went behind Juan Soto. So actually, right now, you got Fernando Tatis like, hey, calm down. It's not 3 pitches. It's 3 swings. So the pitcher, it was take for Soto, home run, take for Soto, home run, threw behind him. Now straightaway center, home run. So Soto just went 3 for 3 in the 3-pitch swing off for a total of 31 home runs in this round. Ohtani needs to go 3 for 3 or this is over. And we go to the semifinals. Let's go, Shohei. Hey, I'm rooting for whoever had Juan Soto that you had a lot of money on him. So I hope for the sake of the money you have on this, Juan Soto wins. But at the same time, I'm so sorry. I am rooting for Shohei Ohtani. Just, oh my gosh. Wow. Hey, I said going into this, like before the Derby started, I said I'm looking for upsets. And I don't know if Soto Ohtani is an upset or not. Because both are so talented. Like, both were set to do really well. I think the fan favorite overall was Shohei Ohtani. But Juan Soto did go 3 for 3. Shohei's got 3 swings. Ohtani's longest home run is 513 feet. His hardest is 117 off the bat for a total distance of 2.46 miles. He takes a pitch. So again, you can take as many pitches as you want. It swings and oh my gosh, Shohei Ohtani grounds out to end it. Juan Soto is going to the semifinals. Congratulations to who had Juan Soto for all your prop bets. Hey, round of applause to both of these guys, though. That was incredible. What a matchup right there. I don't know if that's an upset. I know I personally was rooting for Shohei Ohtani to win the round and the entire Derby. But that was good. That was so much fun. So congrats to Juan Soto. He's moving on. I'm going to go ahead and throw him into our bracket now. On the one side of your screen here, right here. Nope, where is it? There we go. Juan Soto had 31 home runs in the first round. Now remember, before the tiebreaker and the 3-pitch swing-off, he ended at 22. 6 home runs in that minute, 3 home runs in the 3-pitch swing-off. Our matchups in the semifinals, Trevor Story and Trey Mancini against Juan Soto and Pete Alonso. So right now, I'm going to put it in the chat, my predictions for the semifinals. Stick with me here. We're going to be heading to our second round in just a few moments. It looks like there's some interviews on the field right now. Juan Soto's getting a bunch of hugs. Bringing it in with Kyle Schwarber, who had a crazy June. So this just completely changed my entire outlook for the bracket. I have to think before I put my predictions in. We got Mancini, Story, Alonso, Soto. So with that, we are going to round 2 of this home run derby. Wow. Almost everyone I didn't expect. I'll catch you guys after the commercial break. That is currently on ESPN. I'm just going to go ahead, type in my predictions into the chat. I'm going to stay right here. I'll catch you all in just a few seconds. All right, guys, so just so that it's documented here, just so that we have it in writing, my semifinal predictions, I have Pete Alonso beating out Juan Soto and Trey Mancini getting the edge over Trevor Story. So now in this case, the final round, I would have Alonso and Mancini, which Alonso, honestly, and especially after the first round where he put up 35, Alonso, like we knew was going to be good. We saw his performance in 2019, right? I was hoping Ohtani was going to advance and then beat out Pete Alonso. But now it looks like Pete Alonso is the favorite from that side of the bracket. Alonso to make finals, Mancini with longest home run, and Juan to win. Okay. Good stuff there. Yeah, that was a crazy matchup. That really was a crazy matchup. But we got Alonso over Soto, then Mancini over Story for myself. Juan Soto is going to go ahead and take on a tough challenge. I mean, Pete Alonso had, 57 home runs in 2019. He's already at 35. Like, as long as he doesn't go through signs of wear and tear, Alonso might now be the favorite to win this. And honestly, I think at this point, it's probably Pete Alonso's to lose. That's what I'm saying at this point. It's, 9:48 Eastern time right now. I would say it's probably Pete Alonso's derby to lose. I think he is the favorite out of everyone who's left. I'm hurting inside, but at the same time, it's just so much fun to watch what just went down. Like, I could not care less who won that round because I don't have money on it. So, like, I'm not betting on who's winning the Derby. I'm not betting on who is winning that seed. Obviously, as a fan of the game and as a huge fan of Shohei Ohtani, like many of us are, I wanted him to win, but Juan Soto is one of the best hitters in the game as well. He's right up there with Shohei Ohtani offensively. Like, he's done such great things. Second youngest player, I think I said, to hit a home run in a World Series ever. So many great marks to his name already. He's going to have a crazy good career. You got to be so joyous. Like, this is such a great occasion for both of these guys. Ohtani will be back. I'm sure Soto will be back. I'm sad Shohei didn't advance, and that I'm now 1 for 4 on my predictions, which is not good. But hey, this is all about having fun. And right now, I'm having a great time with all of you guys here in the stream, in the chat. So thank you all. Having a great time with you all tonight. And we're nearing 2 hours into the stream. We're heading into the semifinals. This round that we see first is going to be Trey Mancini and Trevor Story. So again, for all of you guys who haven't already, put your predictions in the chat. I know we have a couple going on right now, couple running predictions for like longest home run, who's winning, all that. Trevor Story, Trey Mancini, they're the 7th and 6th seed. Anything can happen right now. Story and Mancini were the underdogs of their respective sides of the bracket. At least, again, for me, I had Olson and Gallo moving on with ease, pretty much. Like, two lefties with a lot of pop. I thought there was almost no way they lost. But I was so clearly wrong. All right, so Trevor Story, Trey Mancini. We got 2 guys left. Don't even look at the one bracket anymore because it's almost embarrassing. But tomorrow, we got the All-Star game, which is going to be so much fun here on YouTube. If you guys are ready for another night just like tonight, make sure you have your notifications for my channel turned on. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Join the team. We are growing. We're trying to push for 1.1K. We've got a lot of you in here right now. A lot of views on the stream overall tonight. Guys, this has been so much fun. Unfortunately, I cannot show the Derby because of copyright. So I will be color commentating the entire thing. You can ask anyone in the chat. We've been doing this for the past hour and a half or so. But hopefully at some point within the next few years, I can actually be vlogging from the All-Star game and vlogging from the Home Run Derby. Maybe when it's on the East Coast at some point, I can get out to the Midsummer Classic. That's always been something I've wanted to check off the bucket list. But as of right now, we've got Trevor Story walking up to hit in the semifinals. His first swing of the 3 minutes has started, and he's underway. Yet to hit a home run, but the time is still young, 15 seconds in. Again, I do have Mancini advancing to the finals in this slot. Yep, I am live streaming the All-Star game. If I wasn't an underdog betting kind of guy, I'd have it all on Pete Alonso. But yeah, so I do think Pete Alonso is going to go ahead and probably come up with the crown tonight. Reigning Derby champion, back-to-back Derby champion. Trevor Story, though, he's up to 2 home runs, 2 minutes and 10 seconds remain. So just about a minute into this semifinal round. That ball was hit fairly well into left center field. It's going to stay in the yard, though, right in front of the warning track. Yikes. A lot of warning track power right now for Trevor Story. He finally gets one to leave the yard, first in a while. 3 home runs through a minute and 20 seconds. There's number 4. It looks like number 5, and there it is. If he can just get a timeout right now, he can definitely bounce back. A couple balls, like hard line drives, there he goes. He does call for timeout with a minute 28 left and 5 home runs on the graphic. Let's see here. Nervous with the Juan Soto matchup. Yeah, Alonso and Juan Soto, yeah. That one's going to be an interesting one. Because I do think Pete Alonso has the upper hand with how he's been hitting in this derby. But if Soto can hold his own and just make it to a tiebreaker round like did with Shohei Ohtani, he's got a really good shot. All right, so 5 home runs for Trevor Story. Longest home run of the round, 458. His hardest hit ball of the semifinals is 109 miles per hour. So not his best round yet. He's still got a little bit of time, just halfway done with this. Halfway done with the 3 minutes. But he does not have bonus time yet. Trey Mancini hit 24 home runs in the first round compared to Trevor Story's 20. So right there alone, Mancini did have the upper hand and still holds the upper hand. 1:15 to go. That one's hit to left center on a line, and it's just gonna miss. He's got a lot hitting off the top of the wall or making it to the warning track and just dying at the very end. There's home run number 6, though. 1 minute exactly left. Still looking to go ahead and acquire bonus time. 7 home runs for Trevor Story. That one's hit out to straightaway center, and it's gonna leave. There's home run number 8. He does not have a home run over 475 feet yet. So he does not have bonus time with 35 seconds to go. 8 home runs. There's number 9 to center field. 25 seconds remain on the clock. 9 home runs for the Rockies shortstop in his home ballpark. 15, 14, 13. There's home run number 10, 12, 11, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 11 home runs. 12, 3, 2, 1. 12 home runs. So not a bad mark for Trevor Story. I don't think it's going to be enough to advance. So I'm looking at the app. The app says 13 and the screen says 10. So there's something that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which one to follow here. Unless the 13 is somehow already including the bonus time. Trevor Story's got 30 seconds and already 10 home runs on the round. What time am I live streaming the All-Star game? Well, give or take 5 or 10 minutes. So wait, just want to update you guys really quick. The app is back down to 11 home runs, so I don't know if they're like looking some over a little bit. And now 10 home runs. Okay, so there was a mistake in the app because they were up to 10, and then it went to 11, now 10. So 10 home runs is the count for Trevor Story before his 30 seconds bonus time. Hoping Pete is all worn out. Yeah, you have to hope so at this point with him and Juan Soto in the semifinals and you betting on Juan. Tomorrow, the All-Star game starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, so I should be streaming tomorrow around 7:20, 7:25. I'll start live streaming here tomorrow. 22 seconds for Trevor Story. There's going to be home run number 11. 15 seconds to go, halfway through his bonus time. 11 seconds, 11 home runs. 9, 8, 7, 6. Home run number 12, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is all for Trevor Story. That last one, does it get out? All right, so hey, not a bad mark. Does Mancini have the longest home run right now? Let me see if I can check. Story had 12 home runs, 477 feet for his longest. Overall, Ohtani had 513, Soto 520, Gallo 494, Story 518 in the first round, Olson 495, Mancini 496, Perez 491, Alonso 514. So no, the longest home run actually belongs to Juan Soto right now. So the longest home run belongs to Juan Soto. That was back from round 1, 520. So here we are. Right now there's a fan in the stands with a picture of him and Trey Mancini. And then this sign talks about how Mancini has overcome stage 3 colon cancer, as we talked about back when he first came around to hit. Let's see. Got to update the board here for you guys for now. Hitting. Trey Mancini stepping in. He needs 13 home runs to beat Story here in the semifinals and advance to that last round. He'll either face off against Juan Soto or Pete Alonso. Already 2 home runs for Trey Mancini. 15 seconds in to make it 3 home runs. That's out to straight away center field. So off to a quick start here. 25 seconds to go. He's a quarter of the way to tie Trevor Story in this semifinal round. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remain. Still 3 home runs for the Orioles first baseman and outfielder. On pace to hit 13, which is exactly what he needs. Last 20, 30 seconds, he's kind of struggled, but there's one the opposite way for home run number 4. He pulls that one, and that is way gone. For number 5, we got number 6. His furthest home run of this round is 458. Minute 53 seconds to go. He's probably going to end up calling time out within the next 20, 30 seconds. There's home run number 7. He might even try to just go without it. Home run number 8. He's got a very quick swing. And home run number 8, discard that. Off the top of the wall, I thought that was gone. Timeout is called. A minute 39 to go. And he needs at least 5 home runs to tie Trevor Story. .458 feet is Mancini's longest home run of the round. Trevor Story hit one 477. Mancini's hardest hit ball is 112 here in the semifinals. So the semifinals bracket is Soto and Alonso versus Story and Mancini. Right now, Trey Mancini looks to go ahead and wipe out Trevor Story. Make it to the final round. We might see 2 righties in this last round here, where I predicted 2 left-handed hitters, facing off for the crown. I thought the left-handed talent was a little better this year. When you have Ohtani, Soto, Gallo, and Olson, I thought they were going to end up beating out some of the right-handed batters like Mancini and Story. Pete Alonso and Salvador Perez were 2 right-handed guys going to the same seed, so of course one of them had to advance, and Alonso just absolutely going off. So it's been crazy fun to watch so far. Mancini still does not have bonus time either, with 8 home runs, now 9 home runs. He is 3 away from tying. That's going to be home run number 10. It looks like this one's going to get out into left field just a few rows back, and it does. 1 away from tying Story with 45 seconds to go. He does not have bonus time. I repeat, no bonus time yet for Mancini. So 35 seconds. He needs 1 more home run, and it looks like that might be it. He got it. So there's at least going to be a 1-minute tie-off. 1-minute extra round. But nope. How about a walk-off from Trey Mancini? 13 home runs. He had 23 seconds to spare. His longest home run was 475. Hardest hit baseball was 114. And total distance in the round, 1.08 miles. So Trey Mancini, with 13, will advance to the very final round of this year's Home Run Derby. Let's go ahead, update the bracket now. Trey Mancini will make his way. He's got a 50-50 shot at taking home the title this year. My favorite baseball team, while we wait for the Soto and Alonso matchup, my favorite baseball team is the New York Yankees. I also like the Blue Jays and Mets. Mancini knocks out Trevor Story, but he did slow down for a bit. That is for sure. Both of them kind of had a slow start to the round and a slow end. Trey Mancini did pick it up a little towards the end. Obviously, he walked it off and was able to advance. So there was signs of like tiring for both right-handed batters that we just saw in the semifinal round. Story had 20 home runs in the first round. Mancini had 24. And then Trevor dropped down to 12. Trey dropped down to 13. Obviously, Trey only needed 13, and he didn't have to swing anymore, so he could not surpass that amount anyway. But if Pete Alonso can stay steady at 35 home runs around, I think he's got it in the bag. So there's that. Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, that's our next matchup. And we got a Dodgers fan here. Max Muncy should have been in the Derby. Yeah, honestly, so many guys could have been in the Derby this year. And I'm sure so many fans could have had a rattle list of names of who they would have liked to have seen. Again, I did touch on some players didn't want to participate if it wasn't in their hometown. Aaron Judge, is just one example I like to use because I am familiar with, obviously, the Yankees and stuff like that. So I like following, and I was following, rather. And I believe him and Gary Sanchez both said if it's not in New York, they want nothing to do with it. I want to say Vlad Jr. was the same, but I could be mistaken. It would have been nice to see Vladimir Guerrero in the home run derby. Let's go Mancini. Yeah, he is one round away from winning it all. I'm confident on all my bets except the winner. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully we can see how this plays out and you make some money tonight. Next year it's at Dodger Stadium. Yeah, so Max Muncy, who is normally a power hitter, he may be invited next year, especially if he can have a lot of success in that realm in the first half. But yeah, so if I was a betting person, which I'm glad I'm not, I really would have wiped out tonight. I really would have done terribly with the bracket. In the first round, the only thing I got right was, let's see. The only thing I got right was Pete Alonso. And do I have Shohei Ohtani in? Hold on, my bracket might be wrong here. Let's go ahead and fix this. No, we're good. All right. I thought I had Shohei Ohtani in the lifetime bracket, but I was looking at my predictions, so we are all good. Soto and Alonso. That's our last matchup of the semifinals. One of them has a shot at winning the entire Derby. Pete Alonso won it in 2019 and is looking to double down. All right, so I'm interested. Go Alonso in the chat. Alonso beat Mancini. Go Alonso. Let's go. Let's go. I'm interested. How many home runs do you guys think Alonso's going to hit here in this round? 35 in the first round. He had 57 total home runs in 2019. So how many do you think he walks away with here in round two? Because it's going to be potentially a big number if Juan Soto goes off. See 27 in the chat, 27, 28, over 30. All right. We also see some Let's Go Mancinis in here. One of three guys are winning the home run derby It's either going to be Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, or Trey Mancini. We've narrowed it down. Dropped from 8 to 3 contestants who are still left in the running. $50 for Pete. I mean, yeah, he's probably going to end up hitting well over 60 home runs total. It depends on how many he needs here in this round, though. Like, if we see, I believe Juan Soto's hitting first. He should be hitting first here. So it depends on Soto. Like, Pete Alonso might just have to walk it off. So if Soto gets, let's throw out, let's say, 20 home runs, or 24 home runs, you know, something like that, 20 and 24. Alonso only needs one more than that. He doesn't have to continue, which I personally think that if you're the bottom tier, so like if you're Pete Alonso in the situation, or if you were Trey Mancini against Trevor Story, you should get the option to go ahead and run your timeout just to see how many you could hit. I think that would be so cool. Like, it would probably drain their energy so much more, and that takes away from them going to the final round and potentially winning. But I do think that would be a cool opportunity to have for some guys. Like, being able to say, yeah, you know, let's get this last minute and a half in or whatever. Juan Soto, 17, 18 seconds in to the semifinal round, has 2 home runs. So here we go. 30 seconds underway. Juan Soto off to a little bit of a slow start. He's got to put up big numbers if he wants to beat out Pete Alonso. He has to shut out Pete Alonso. Like, Polar Bear Pete cannot come anywhere close to Soto's number. And the total right now is 4, and now 5, 50 seconds in. If Pete Alonso went first, it might be a little bit of a different story, like he did in the first round, but Juan Soto has to go ahead and put up some crazy numbers right here. 6 home runs with 1 minute and 52 seconds to go. This is a matchup between the 8 seed, and Alonso was, what was he here? Look at the bracket. Pete Alonso was the 5th seed, so 8 and 3 going head to head. Soto with 7 home runs. He does call time out. 7 home runs, 469 feet is his longest home run ball this round. His hardest hit ball is 112 miles per hour. Alonso is so good. He definitely is. Cubs fan in the chat. Awesome. Better, just a fan of the winners. Hey, I see that mentality. Whatever's making the most money, I get that. For me, I'm a big New York Yankees fan, so it hurts right now to be a Yankees fan. Not necessarily this week for the Midsummer Classic, because we have Aaron Judge batting cleanup tomorrow as a starting outfielder in the AL. But just regular season-wise, where we're at in the standings, just a little rough. Mike Trout's actually been hurt, so he went on. Was he on the 60-day IL? I don't know for sure. I know he's been on the IL for quite some time. He got voted as an all-star starter by the fans. Then Cedric Mullins ended up taking his place as a replacement because he cannot play. Juan Soto resumes from his timeout. The first swing is going to result in a long ball off to the top of the wall in right field. Not a home run. So he's still sitting at 7 halfway through the 3 minutes. 7 home runs, 8 home runs. That's the straightaway center. He does not have bonus time yet. 8 home runs, 1 minute 15 left. 481 now, his longest distance of the round, compared to 520 in round 1. 8 home runs for Soto with 1 minute left. So we kind of figured Pete Alonso was going to be the favorite here in the semifinals against Juan Soto. And as how things currently stand, he may not need much more than 15 home runs. Still 8 for the left-handed Washington Nationals star. That one's hit a far way out to center field. into the batter's eye. 30 seconds of bonus time has been earned. So I think he has his minute now. 481 on that home run. 9 home runs for Juan Soto. 10 home runs with 20 seconds to go. The app is a little behind. I'm trying to look at the distances for you guys. It still says 8. TV says 10. App says 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 seconds left for Juan Soto. And the ESPN graphic on screen says he has 11 home runs before his minute of bonus time. All right, so longest home run wise, I will go ahead and read it to you. So round 1, the longest home run for Ohtani was 513. The longest home run for Soto was 520. Joey Gallo hit one 494. Trevor Story hit one 518. Matt Olson 495. Trey Mancini 496. Salvador Perez 491. So right now, the longest home run does belong to Juan Soto in the first round. We got comments in the chat with wanting over 50 likes and to subscribe to the channel. Hey, that's a lot, but I would appreciate it. Guys, thank you just to everyone right now in the stream supporting me in my first big outing back. Took a couple months off from YouTube for a bit, but we're coming back bigger, better than ever with and after this All-Star break. So here we are, back to it. Longest home run distance-wise, do you know what that was? Just out of curiosity. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what the app is. I don't know if you need Mancini against someone who has the most, but in all 8 contestants between the first 2 rounds, Juan Soto, at least from what I'm seeing, has the most distance-wise with a single home run at 520. Soto's back from his 3-minute, not 3-minute break, but his 3-minute round. 20 seconds into bonus time. He's at 12 home runs, so it looks like he's definitely fallen off a little bit after a huge show-off against Shohei Ohtani. What a round that was. 14 home runs for Soto, 25 seconds left. $20 seconds, 14 home runs for Juan. He's smirking right now. He knows that he's got 12 seconds. Not at a great total when you have Pete Alonso following you. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the final swing for Juan Soto of potentially the Derby. So Juan Soto, 15 home runs. That will end his portion of the semifinals. Alonso needs 16, and he hit 35 in round 1. So we'll see. That might not be too difficult there for him. So 15 home runs for Juan Soto. In total on the Derby, 46, which is a nice number. And I actually did end up saying Alonso might not need much more than 15 home runs. He needs 16. Do you know Ryan Mountcastle? Yeah, Ryan Mountcastle last year was a rookie for the Baltimore Orioles. He's doing well this season too. Him, Trey Mancini, they've got a couple of guys who are performing well. Just the Orioles are dropping out. I mean, Cedric Mullins, absolutely insane. He's going to be so much fun to watch tomorrow in the All-Star game. Win some and lose some. Yeah, Soto, he put up decent numbers. I can't say that I'm confident he's going to advance now. I predicted Alonso Advancing to the final round. All he needs is 16 home runs, and the first swing is a line drive home run, left field, inside the foul pole. He's on the board within the first 15 seconds. That's going close to the scoreboard. It almost bounces off the scoreboard deep into left field at course. 2 home runs for Pete. That looks like it's going to be number 3. His longest home run of the round is 491 already. 4 home runs. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. 5 home runs. He's a third of the way to Juan Soto. He's already earned his bonus time. Pete Alonso's got it, guys. Pete Alonso has this derby locked up, I think, yet again. 6 home runs. He's going to take a few pitches here. That's number 7 now. Wow, he got a great piece of hitting right there. Oh, man. 8 for Alonso. 150 on the clock. He's just unstoppable. You can't stop Pete Alonso right now. That one just bounces off the wall and left. It'll stay in the yard. Still at 9 home runs. That's way gone for number 10. A minute and a half left. He might not even need a timeout at this rate. Oh, man. Between the Soto-Shohei matchup and everything Pete Alonso has done, this has been such a great derby. 12 home runs, 13 home runs, 14 home runs. He's got a minute left. He has not taken a timeout. There he goes. 1 minute, 3 seconds remain. He needs 1 home run to tie. He's bopping his head up and down. He's happy. 1 home run to tie. 2 home runs to win and advance to the final round, facing off against Trey Mancini. So let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and put Pete Alonso in the finals now on the bracket because I think he's got this one locked up. All right. Here we are. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Pete Alonso's break is up. Again, 1 home run to tie. 2 home runs to advance to the finals. There's the tying home run. Wow. Everything was hit to left field, but it doesn't matter where it's hit to as long as he gets him out. Home run number 16. I think he just hit a 17th home run by accident. I don't think he realized that he beat Juan Soto, or the pitcher didn't realize, so he kept going. But they're going to stop the count there at 16. Pete Alonso moves on to the final round. Pete Alonso, Trey Mancini going head-to-head. One of them will win the home run derby, guys. I will be back after the commercial break. All right, so here we go. We are heading to the final round of the home run derby. It's not over yet. Pete Alonso, Trey Mancini, one of them will win the derby. And if we're placing our bets, it's going to be Pete Alonso. I mean, you just have to assume Pete Alonso was going to go ahead and win this. He has shown no signs of fatigue yet. 35 home runs in the first round. He only needed 16, I believe, in the second round, and he got all 16 easily. So here we are. If we take a look at Trey Mancini, his numbers tonight: 24 home runs in round 1, 13 in round 2. And we're going to rattle off the distances, hardest hit balls for him as well, all of that. But Trey Mancini in round 1, 24 home runs, longest distance was 496, hardest hit ball 115 miles per hour, and his total 24 home runs traveled 2.03 miles. Then for Pete Alonso in round 1, who was insane, 35 home runs, 2.97 miles. His longest home run was 514 feet. And his hardest ball was hit 115 miles per hour. So yeah, Pete Alonso definitely so far has the upper hand in this last round of the Derby. Hardest hit ball, best distance on everything, and the most home runs by quite a bit. If you're looking at round 2, Alonso 16 home runs, longest was 498, hardest 113, total distance 1.36 miles. Mancini, longest home run 475 feet, hardest hit ball 114 miles per hour, total distance 1.08 miles. Mancini's still doing well, and I said at the beginning of this year, if you're not familiar with Trey Mancini and you want to familiarize yourself with the story, he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. He missed the entire 2020 Major League Baseball season so that he can undergo chemotherapy and all the necessary treatments to help recover and recoup and beat out the disease. And he came back in 2021. A lot of standing ovations, a lot more fans now. You know, more people know his name, and everyone's rooting for him just as a person, for his success on and off the field. It's a great story, and it's really so much fun to watch him be able to participate tonight. He might not be the favorite. He might not win this event, but he's had a great night. And nonetheless, it's really fun to watch him and his comeback and all that. Like, it's great. So kudos to Trey Mancini. Good luck to him and Pete Alonso in the final round. But guys, in just a little bit, we will know who the winner of the 2021 Home Run Derby is. Heading to the finals, Pete Alonso, Trey Mancini, two righties who have done really well in tonight's Derby. Again, I think Pete Alonso has the upper hand. Here comes Ken Griffey Jr. as he's walking out with the Home Run Derby trophy. He's a 3-time champion himself. And Pete Alonso might be chasing 3 Derby titles. He won in 2019. Looks like he's going to win in 2021. And maybe he's involved next year and wins 3 in a row. We've got 51 home runs for Pete Alonso already tonight. And last Derby in 2019, he had 57 total. So it is going to be Trey Mancini who hits first. And Alonso will have to walk off the competition. So if he wants to win, he has to get just one higher than Trey Mancini. He might not have to use all of his time. So my final round, I have Pete Alonso over Trey Mancini. And essentially, as soon as Soto knocked out Shohei, I was like, okay, well, Pete Alonso won this. 1 minute, 42 seconds to go. Trey Mancini has got his first 2 home runs of the final round. Make it 3 now. 1.5 minutes So he's quite into his last round here. 4 home runs. That might get out for number 5. Does it have the distance? It's going to die at the warning track. Yep, just a few feet in front of, actually. 4 home runs, a minute 18 left. He calls time out. Time completely slipped. Like, I didn't even realize he was a minute and a half in. 5 home runs for Mancini. Pete Alonso up next. Oh, yeah, I'm reading a comment here on the stream. Everyone should be more than proud of Trey Mancini for this. Like, this is just such a great accomplishment. It's a feel-good story. It's someone that everyone can root for. Again, just Trey Mancini, like, this is so great. And, like, this is something I'm sure he's never going to forget, no matter what the outcome of this derby is. His at-bat is going to resume in just a few seconds. His timeout is almost over. But, yeah, a minute 17 left. He still has to go ahead and try and acquire bonus time. His longest home run for Trey Mancini of the round, 490 feet. Hardest hit ball, 110 miles per hour. 5 home runs. He went 434, 473, 466, 490, 427. He has 30 seconds. If he hits another one more than 475, that is his final 30 seconds of bonus time, for a grand total of 1 minute. 6 home runs for Mancini. 7 home runs. 8 home runs. That might be number 9. So that timeout really did come in beneficial here. We've got 9 home runs for Mancini. He's really utilizing left field and center field well. 10 home runs for Trey, the Orioles' first baseman and outfielder. He sends one to right field. It's going to bounce off the wall, stay in the yard. 12 home runs now with 38 seconds to go. That one's just going to miss almost number 13. Mancini having a good second half of this round. 13 home runs. That looks like it's going to be number 14, and it is. Sending them all down to left field. That's launched into the night sky. 15 dingers. That's number 16 with 5 seconds left of the regular time. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 17. You can see Pete Alonso. His face gets shown. He said 17 all right. At least that's what it looked like. I'm not John Boy, but it looked like he said 17 all right there, if I was reading his lips correctly. That's a good round. That's a good round for Trey Mancini. He's still got a minute of bonus time. Maybe Pete Alonso's a little worn down. A minute on top of these 17 home runs. He's got a good shot, actually, of maybe taking this home. You think still Pete Alonso has the upper hand, but Mancini does have a chance. "17 home runs. His longest has gone 490. His hardest hit ball, 114. Total distance, 1.48 miles before bonus time. So he's going to wait a few seconds before. I do play baseball. Well, not currently anymore. I used to play baseball for quite some time. Now I stick to the other side of things, doing sports writing and stuff like this here on YouTube. Bonus time will begin for Mancini. He sends one to right field to start, and I don't know if it's going to have enough. It does. It gets out. So that's home run number 18 for Trey. 18 home runs. There's number 19. 43 seconds to go. 20 home runs for the Orioles slugger. Mancini has 16 home runs so far this season and 102 career home runs in his Major League Baseball career. There's 21 dingers with 25 seconds to go. 22 seconds left. 21 home runs. This is going to get intense. 13 seconds. If he can squeeze in another 2 or 3 home runs right here, he'd be in a nice little comfortable spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Trey Mancini, if this ball lands, is that going to be fair or foul? It's not even going to be a home run. 22 to end it for Trey Mancini. That's a very nice number, a good number to put up in this last round here. 24 in the first round for Trey, 13 in the second round. All he needed to do was beat Story's 12. And then now 22 here. He's getting a lot of hugs and embraces from other All-Stars. You got Blue Jays Vlad Jr. Teoscar Hernandez was giving him a hug. Here comes Pete Alonso. He will hit, and he's got a shot at winning the Derby. Let's go ahead and update the board here. Now hitting, Mets first baseman Pete Alonso. Let's go. And we get a chat here. He realized there's no such thing as a lock. Yeah. I had no idea. I did not think Mancini would have gotten this far into the Derby. I didn't have Mancini advancing. I didn't have Story advancing from the first round. I didn't have Juan Soto advancing from the first round either. Although that was close. That was my closest loss, was the Shohei Ohtani prediction. And then Pete Alonso, I mean, he's just so good. He's just so good. Come on, Polar Bear Pete. We got people rooting for you in the chat here. 22 home runs for Trey Mancini. That's the number to beat. Pete Alonso needs 23. We are minutes away from finding out who's going to win this home run derby. Who will be crowned champion of this contest. For the first time in 2 years, we're going to have a winner. Last year's home run derby was non-existent, as was the All-Star game because of the COVID season. Now we got Pete Alonso and Trey Mancini in the final rounds. Tomorrow's the All-Star game. A lot of fun in Major League Baseball. That's what's going on currently. The second half will begin in just about a week. And, hey, you gotta love this game. The Home Run Derby has always been something I've loved sitting down and watching. We've streamed it before here on the channel. It's done very well every time I've streamed the Home Run Derby. I think this is actually the second time I'm live for this event. But yeah, a lot of fun. The last time I did this live was when Alonso won. So actually, we might go 2 for 2 here. Both times I streamed the Derby, Pete Alonso might win it. That would be pretty cool. Thank you to everyone who is watching right now, joining in on the stream. If you guys aren't already, I do ask you please like, comment, and subscribe. Join the team, looking to grow the channel here. Again, second half of this year is going to be big for me content-wise. I have a lot planned for you, a lot in the works behind the scenes, and I'm just so excited. The second half of the Major League Baseball season is always a lot of fun. The Washington Nationals, when they won the World Series, did not do well the first 80-plus games. They struggled. They came back, won the World Series, had a crazy talented roster. The pitching staff was nuts. The offense was there. Everything clicked. The second half is going to be huge. Bounce back teams potentially like the Yankees, the Blue Jays, like so many squads. The NL West, just everything. The Dodgers, Giants, Padres. Someone's going to end up running away with the division. You'd have to think in the second half. You also have the trade deadline. And, oh my gosh, postseason baseball is a whole different kind of atmosphere. Both YouTube-wise, like views and everything. And just being able to watch the games, the top talent, it's awesome. Favorite color is blue. Yeah, I do appreciate everyone that's been here the entire time or been here the majority of the time. Just if you're here now, just clicking on. Thank you. I appreciate, you guys mean so much to me. When I started this account 3 years ago, which is crazy to say 3 years ago, never thought I'd make it to this point where I'm at over 1,000 subscribers, 50,000 views. Like, it's just so crazy to think about for me. And this is only the beginning. Like, there's still so much to go here on the channel. But there's not so much to go in the home run derby because Pete Alonso's 2 minutes have begun. I forgot the final round is 3 minutes. Sorry, is 2 minutes, not 3. So it's like, how did Mancini's time run out so quickly? It's because there's a minute less of time. So 2 minutes, Mancini hit 22 home runs, and then the additional bonus minute for a total of 3 minutes, 22 dingers. Pete Alonso, a minute and a half in. That's home run number 3. Number 4, he's just not slowing down. His first home run of the round was 509 feet. 4 home runs, a minute 20 to go. He needs to beat Trey Mancini's 22. Is there a chance that Trey Mancini actually wins this? Maybe. Pete Alonso might wear down a little bit, but right now, he's got a couple in a row. He's at 6. He's at 7. He's at 8, it looks like. 58 seconds remain. 9, 10 home runs and counting. Oh, man. 11 home runs for Pete Alonso. 45 seconds remain before bonus time. At the moment, it looks like he only has 30 seconds. He calls timeout with 30 seconds remaining and 12 home runs. For content you should vlog at games, I actually do. I've vlogged at a couple different games that I've been to for the channel, I believe. I've vlogged at Fenway Park. I vlogged at Camden Yards. Let's see. At a Yankees game, I vlogged. And that might be it. Oh, and a Phillies game. So I think those 4 games I have vlogged me going to. And I would like to hit up at least one more Major League Baseball game this season. So keep your eye out for another MLB game vlog. In the meantime, during this All-Star Week, the Midsummer Classic, Trey Mancini leads the home run derby by 10 home runs. It is 22 for Trey, 12 for Pete Alonso, who is the reigning derby champ. 36 seconds left in the regular round. He's got 30 seconds of bonus time. He can tack on 30 more seconds with another hit, with another home run greater than 475 feet. The number to beat, the magic number, well, the number to beat is 22. The magic number for Alonso is 23. He had 35 home runs in the first round. So 35 for Pete there in round number 1, which is absolutely insane. 16 in round number 2. He's currently at 12. And in 2019, he had 57 home runs total. Already at 63 home runs here in this derby, if I'm doing my math right. 63 home runs right now, and that is going to be the most out of anyone who does go ahead and compete this year. Mancini had 24, 12, and then, of course, in this round, 22. Back from the timeout, and this one is launched a long way. The pitcher hits Pete Alonso. What is this? 13 home runs there for Pete. Make it number 14 now. He's got his bonus time. 15 home runs. Pete Alonso is very close to Mancini's mark of 22. 16. That looks like it's going to be 17. 18. before the clock expires? No. 17 home runs. He's got 1 minute left. 17 home runs, 1 minute left. He needs 5 home runs to tie, 6 to win. Alonso's longest home run of the round, 509 feet. Hardest hit ball, 117 off the bat. Polar Bear Pete is just 6 home runs away from winning his second Derby in a row. So let's see it. He's got a minute. Needs to average 1 home run every 10 seconds. It's doable. Right now, Trey Mancini leads Pete Alonso 22 home runs to 17 home runs. Alonso has exactly 1 minute left on the clock with his bonus time. His first swing into bonus is going to leave the yard. There's 18. There's 19. That's 3 in a row just off bonus alone. 20. 21. There's 4 in a row. This is the tie. Is that going to get out? That's dead center. It's gone. And that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Pete Alonso has just won back-to-back home run derbies, 2019 and 2021. He is the champion. He threw his bat down. He takes the trophy from Ken Griffey Jr., who is ecstatic. Alonso has won the 2021 T-Mobile Home Run Derby. I don't think a lot of us expected Trey Mancini to make it to the end. And I'm so glad he did. This was such a great event. The home run derby tonight was absolutely awesome. The All-Star game is tomorrow. It's going to follow up a very big night. But I'm excited. I'm so happy I was able to share this experience with you guys. Call the home run derby. Being able to witness Soto and Shohei, Pete Alonso absolutely go off in all 3 rounds. Like, this was great. I'm updating the board here. Pete Alonso is your 2021 Home Run Derby champion. So let's go ahead, lock that in. And that's going to go and end it for tonight. Wow. So Pete Alonso, somehow he topped his incredible performance from 2019 almost in the first round. I mean, 57 home runs in all of 2019. He had 35 in round 1 this year. And Alonso is the Derby champ yet again for the second time in 2 attempts. So congrats to him. Congrats to Pete Alonso. Congratulations also to just everyone who participated in the event this year. It was a lot of fun to watch. It really, really was. And to be able to stream it with you all, I had such a great time. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. This was so much fun. I missed YouTube. We're going to be back again. Second half of this year is going to be huge. But even sooner, tomorrow, I will be live for the All-Star game. It's a 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time start. I plan on starting my stream 5 or 10 minutes beforehand, so I'm going to aim for 7:20, 7:25 Eastern. Be sure to check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the team if you are new and you haven't already. Go ahead, like this stream if you enjoyed tonight as much as I did. Again, I can't thank you all so much for tonight. This was such a great event, such a fun stream. I had a great time. Thank you all. Congratulations to Pete Alonso and Trey Mancini and the 6 other contestants of the 2021 Home Run Derby. Until next time for the All-Star Game, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.